everyone. So if you're seeing the recording of this or if you're here in person, so I've been doing Wednesday webinars to share great information with you live right from my kitchen. And so tonight we're talking about 6 ways to curb pain naturally. So the issue is with pain is that no one likes pain. And you'll see from my presentation that sometimes the things we take for pain cause so many more problems. And it generally is one of the first 1 or 2 things that they ask you when you go to your allopathic type of physician today. So it seems like it's quite common. We're also going to make something super yummy, take a little break. So let's share the screen together and go from there. Oh goodness, now I have to find it. It was saved. Hold on. So let me pause this. Okay, we've sorted through the technical stuff. Let me share this screen now. Always fun. And let me just hide. All right, we're getting there. Okay, so beautiful. 6 ways to beat pain naturally. So just so everyone realizes that arthritis and degenerative joint disease, autoimmune type, is the #1 cause of disability in the United States. So quite clear that there's a lot of pain going on. And I deal with these issues directly one-on-one with my clients, but we've got millions of Americans with arthritis. More than 54 million suffer from symptoms, and 1 in 5 over 18 today have some form of arthritis, and it's starting even younger, and it's related to autoimmune type of diseases. So here's some of the problems, and I talk about this with fatty liver and liver issues, over-the-counter pain relievers. They've all been in my, I don't have any over-the-counter drugs anymore. I just take supplements and I really don't have any pain, but the non-prescription pain relievers, acetaminophen, #1 issue for liver. You'll see that coming up. There's aspirin, ibuprofen, a bunch of them here, but definitely we've known and they report that it can do damage to your liver, especially combined with alcohol. Now, I can be guilty of probably combining something with alcohol in the past. Would not happen anymore. So the toxicity of acetaminophen is real. It is the most common cause now for liver failure requiring liver transplant in Great Britain. United States, no different. It's huge, but they still give it. So this is where the interesting thing comes in. They don't talk about the liver, and they give stuff that damages the liver. And almost every drug has a damaging effect to the liver because the liver has to process everything. Acetaminophen toxicity is replaced. Viral hepatitis is the most common cause for acute hepatic failure. So you see, and liver transplant today. This is just in January of this year. So it's real, and people are popping anything to get rid of their pain because they're not understanding. It's classically, and this is a cute doctor's office here, but where are you feeling pain? And they want to know why I'm not feeling any pain when I tell them I'm not feeling any pain. So it appears that most everybody is feeling some pain. So the #1 thing that we have to do is, and you'll see why, but food is diet. Food is so important, changing our diet. The foods you see there are high in antioxidants. That's all the color. And I'm not even going to mention antioxidants, but that's going to be antioxidants definitely have a natural anti-inflammatory response in the body. So we've got to get rid of the inflammation causing food in our diet. And it is the root cause of all disease, just understanding inflammation. And most of it we can't even feel. So the pro-inflammatory foods, processed preservatives, the refined sugars, the high fructose corn syrup, processed oils. We kind of get the gist. Here's some of the processed oils. Many of us have used them, some of us still do. They are refined, they're pro-inflammatory, high in omega-6 fats, but they're also laced with pesticides, herbicides, very refined and naturally inflammatory to the body. Refined carbs and trans fats, of course. Foods of convenience, they're really not foods. Also, all these packaged snacks, conventional breads, condiments, canned items, cereals, conventional fried foods, these are part of the problem. So what we've learned, and people that have taken my C.R.EED program and listened to me many times, we're learning that food is information, that it's not just calories, it's not just does it taste good, it actually talks to our DNA, it washes over our cells, it provides information. So if we really want to change our cells, we need to clean up our blood. Blood is creating these cells all the time, and be very mindful of what goes into our body. And understanding we are not our disease. It's only a very small portion that is really considered to be related to genes. And this is the work that's being done here. So just driving this point home, and I do a lot in all of my presentation, it's the simple importance of food. And that what you eat is the single most important thing that you do every day. So we also have to take into account, now I had some issues with these, but also understand that some of the nightshades, and these are nightshade veggies right here, tomatoes and peppers, if they are conventional, they are loaded with chemicals. They're number 5 and I believe number 6 on the Dirty Dozen. Strawberries are still 1, kale and spinach are 2 and 3. So you see grapes are on there, apples are on there. But these are things that with beans, so if a person is going to a vegan or other thing, you have to watch out for how your body responds to seeds, nuts, grains, and legumes. They have to be properly soaked, sprouted, fermented. I only use sprouted types of quinoa and mung bean, things like that. My seeds are all raw, as clean as I can get them. Sometimes I soak them. I soak my almonds, I soak the pecans, I rinse them off and then I dry them. They're actually better too. Making sure that the beans are properly pressure cooked and soaked. Gluten, big, huge problem. I cook with no gluten. I have no gluten. I use no gluten. So that helps people right away with pain in joints. The oxalates are the things that are in legumes, and lectins. So Dr. Stephen Gundry, he's done a ton of work on lectins. He does promote the brand Eden brand. That's the only brand that I buy in a PBA-free can. If I'm using certain types of beans and I don't feel like soaking them and pressure cooking myself. So that's something to think about. If you have a farmer's market like we do here, take advantage, but this is real life, this is real food. And this is, they've shown that food is the single best way to get rid of pain. So here's the Nobel Prize. The Nobel Prize was not won until 2011 when they started talking about the innate immune system. That's chronic activation of the immune system below the threshold of pain, and it does not shut off. So that's a very big problem within the body. And the bad foods, the bad oils, the preservatives, the food allergies, they cause leaky gut, which is just an opening within the gut lining, 1 cell wide, very, very tiny. But it allows things, undigested food, particularly proteins, have problems within the blood. And then the body doesn't recognize them and it turns on the immune system. That's kind of like the gist of it there. We know that the standard American diet is killing us, but when we go to a conventional grocery store, this is the stuff we see that we think is food. High fructose corn syrup is in every one of these things right here. Yeah, and you don't taste it. There's no taste. There's no shut off. But they do also have chemicals that trigger our brain to think that something tastes good when it's really no taste at all. Number two, so food obviously is one, and it's a big one, and we can control it, but there comes with control, there's a big responsibility of choices. The other one is staying active, and I love this picture of this lady to interject a little humor. But we definitely, I was just listening to a podcast today, and Dr. Frank Lipman was talking about pain and stretching and muscles. As we get older, we have to keep them stressed out, because what will happen is that the body will start to compensate a little, and then more stress will take on, just like fascia around the muscle. If you could see some of your muscle in the fascia, has to be worked on. So getting body work is very important. And if you want to reach out to me for excellent body workers, I have some stretching your muscles. So, you know, it doesn't have to be big, but that's why yoga works so amazing. Yin yoga, easy yoga. You don't have to put your leg over your head, do a handstand, or any of that. You just need to stretch. And that's why I do hot yoga occasionally, or I was more, because it will also, the heat helps you to relax the muscle. It moves the lymphatic system. We have to stay active. The lymph system gets stagnant. That's where toxins can build up in the body. Excessive toxins, excessive pain. We're not removing the toxins from our body. Improving joint health. That's one of the biggest things too of staying active. Water aerobics is excellent. In my building, a lot of ladies still doing water aerobics. Light weights and resistance training, super easy. Even on my Instagram page, I have home workouts that you can do. They're right in my storyline. And it just shows you simple little 5 or 3 pound weights in your building in your own home with many repetitions. Even 25, I'm starting to feel it. And I've been working out for a long time, keeping our muscles working. And getting outside, actually this is kind of considered to be with the other one, but getting outside is huge, because the release of endorphins when you're working out, they're natural painkillers. And that's why we start to feel good, and also mood boosters and other happy hormones, such as, you know, the serotonin, which is excellent. And then if you're out during the daytime, of course, the effect of melatonin helping you sleep better, reducing cortisol, excellent. If you cannot get outside, I do suggest listening to music that helps reduce cortisol. And that can be 528 hertz music, meditation type music, definitely nature sounds. Excellent. So the best offense is a good defense. You know, so fantastic. Get outside and ride a bike. Riding a bike is easy on your joints. It's no running. As you get older, over, you know, 50, it's not as easy. It's not as easy to keep running and to run on our joints. It's not even, you don't need to, you just need to stay active. Go walking. We have a gorgeous bridge here. It's the Big Hill in Sarasota, and it's absolutely beautiful. Water aerobics are excellent, or just get a noodle, go out to your pool. But you see how great you feel. Honestly, just in 3 minutes, if I get up and I make a point, if I'm sitting throughout the day, getting up every single hour and moving, you feel the energy is going into the muscle where it needs to be put. And then of course, eating while here, sleeping. So we're gonna take a break after this, and I'm gonna show you how to make something really yummy. This is adding fresh ginger and turmeric. So most people know about turmeric, they've heard about it. The active substance, curcumin, excellent. For thousands of years they've known, and there's medical studies to show how well this works. Real turmeric is the best, and you have to mix it with either ginger or black pepper to get it to mix and be absorbed better in the body. But the powerful anti-inflammatory power is unbelievable, and it's going to help you sleep. Natural antioxidant power. That's why in the creative program that I do in the last day, when some people choose to do a day of juicing, I give them the recipe in the video on how to make this latte. And ginger, it activates, so it's great for your digestive system. It's warming to the body too. It's been used medicinally for thousands of years, just like turmeric. Bioactive compound, gingerol here, powerful anti-inflammatory properties. So also helps to destroy bad bacteria, improve small small intestine absorption. I love it. So we're going to treat ourselves to a golden latte. And think about the lattes that people spend good money on. They are loaded with sugar, 13 teaspoons, no joke. And a caramel latte mixed also with low quality, if you're getting plant milk anywhere other than the one that I buy, you're getting low quality milk, you're getting additives in there, or you're using dairy, which you could be a low level of allergy to. It's mucus forming. It's not the same. Making this takes no time. So before we go on to this one, let me stop the share. Yes, sleep is really important. And let me stop the share, and we're gonna just make this because it's super easy. And I just want to show you the ingredients first. I've had the pan warming, and then we're going to put it back on. So you just grab the milk. So I get their vanilla milk, so it's already got vanilla in it, and it just has very simple ingredients. And I love it because I used to make my own almond milk. So basically you're getting Himalayan sea salt, you're getting sprouted almonds, you're getting filtered water. So, and this is what you want. It actually smells like almonds, tastes like almonds. And these are beautiful pieces. Actually, this is from our farmer's market, these two. I can recognize. They look so fresh. We have a ginger guy there, and I make a point to get his ginger. It's soft, so I'm going to use his ginger and turmeric. I just kind of cut it up a little bit, and then I'm just going to put it into my... use about an inch. Guide, you know, just guide your own. I'm going to add a little more. I want a little more turmeric in mine. If you're a beginner, use a little less ginger because it's pretty, it can be a little bit on the warm, hot side. So I'm not measuring. My recipe is measured, but you know, you're going to be drinking this, so you can put between, you know, 1 and 2 cups in there. So that's all I'm putting in. You can also add like a little bit of mushroom powder too, if you want to, which is kind of neat. Let me show you that actually. And I get this from the mushroom guy. So this is a blend of 14 different organic mushrooms. And mushrooms are excellent tumor control, cancer control, energy providers. They have naturally adaptogenic qualities, which calm the body in many ways. So let's go ahead and put a little in, because why not? This creates a lot of fun. So while you're making this, you're gonna get a little hungry, because it's going to look so good. You're going to smell it. And then we're going to, when it's done, then I add a little bit, this is stuff you can get at the farmer's market. It's so great. Buckwheat honey, right from the Winter Haven honey. You can order it online or get it there. And then a little bit of the Ceylon cinnamon. I'm actually going to put cinnamon sticks in my cup. They're already waiting. And then you can, you know, just relax and read your magazine, turn off the electronics and go. So let me pause this because it's going to make a noise. I put this in my small blender. I have several of them. This one has a little bit bigger blade, and we're going to blend it up until it gets bright yellow, and then we're going to pour it into the pan. Okay guys, so we blended this up. It's all nice. Now, because I put in the mushroom, it's going to be a little bit tan instead of like bright yellow. What I also added, this is ground turmeric. It's right from the same guy that grows it and makes it. So if you can find a really good organic ground turmeric, you might want to boost it up a little bit, because you've got real turmeric in here, real ginger, and this beautiful. If you just get the milk with that's not vanilla, you can add some vanilla to it, but that one is vanilla. I've already warmed the pan a little bit, and I just have it on low because it's going to continue to cook while we go through the other two things. So we just have it, it's on low, and you just want it until it's steeping. So that's right before boil. Okay, so let's go back and share. Here we are. So the other thing, sleep is so important to the body. It's the rest, reset, and repair. It has I spelled repair wrong. Sorry about that, everyone. So you see that. Edits, we always got to do little edits. I make these right before. Getting better sleep, it's our #1 priority. We're coming up to the winter season. So in the winter season, that's when the body naturally requires more sleep. We're building our inner energy, our jing as they call it. We're building our kidney strength during the winter season. So when I do the C.R.EED program during winter, I'll be talking all about that and recipes that support kidney, but really it messes with our hunger, it creates stubborn weight, everything, but it also increases inflammation. We really have to get our body into that repair mode. So do whatever you have to do, making sure the room is nice and cool, covering your eyes. I actually cover my eye with a black t-shirt. I don't like something strapped around my head, but it helps me to make sure that everything is dark, especially if it's a moon, a bright moon night or whatever. And so whatever you need to do, sometimes I use a far infrared mat too. It has a natural turn off, but it helps to calm and warm the feet or the legs, which is important. Sometimes it helps you sleep better. Getting better sleep, #1 priority for inflammation and pain. So this one, you know, you might not hear about a lot, but practicing mindfulness comes in many different ways. That's why I included this funny, cute little poster here. But our job each day, it's our job, no one else's, is to be happy and create joy, however we have to do it. Now, things can turn south pretty easily from having contact with other people, but it's always how we react. So the more we work on creating, you know, this joy, this happiness from within, the better we're going to be more resilient, have optimism. And this all helps. It's releasing emotional tension, because holding on to tension in the body creates pain blocks within the body. And also holding on creates elimination problems within the body, slows down the elimination transport of stuff through the digestive tract. We need to live in the moment as much as we can and practice. So here's some funny ones here. Practice gratitude, listen or play music. So I have nice music on during the day. Breathing. So it's not a fad to talk about journaling. It's a way to express feelings so you're not holding on. It's not a fad to talk about, you know, meditating. Meditating is simply quieting the mind. Just so you know, a meditation master at Canyon Ranch told me, he said, we are always meditating. It's just about being quiet. It's it. We're always meditating. So it's just about being quiet, quieting the mind. I do walking meditation in the morning at the beach, and that's good for people who are starting. It's calm. Our beaches are so nature-induced. There's hardly anyone out there early. Doing some stretching and yoga helps you connect to your body. So it's not just about stretching and yoga. It's also about connecting to your body. Ditching the news and the TV. Some people constantly have the news on and constantly have the TV blasting, and the only ads on TV now are for nasty food and drugs, or anything that's related to politics. I can guarantee it. I do not watch the TV. I actually just watch my Prime Video for good things that I choose. But sound bowls are excellent too. So look into some sound bowl therapy. You just get better sleep. The body is energetic and vibrational. It works when we do this. And this makes us more resilient, because people that did really well during COVID were able to be resilient with some of these practices right here. Okay, and then #6, very easy, because we're talking about simple natural ways for inflammation. I'm going to give you a few after that I talked about, but drinking more water. As soon as you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. And a really good clue is you need to be going to the bathroom quite a bit during the day, and it needs to be very, very light. It needs to be as clear as possible. If your urine is dark, you're not drinking enough water. And the natural diuretics that you get from celery, celery juice, parsley, dandelion greens. That's why my Green Warrior smoothie works amazing for helping to naturally work as a diuretic in the body. Flushing out toxins is what we need to do. That's how we get rid of the body's aches and pains with inflammation. Also, you know, keeping that lymph going. It keeps the joints lubricated. So water is really magical because the water is actually more than 90% of the body. It's more than that. They estimate 90%, and it's actually more than that. So what we have to understand is that it does so much. It provides information to the cells. It carries nutrients. It carries oxygen. I'm not even going to talk about oxygen and how important it is, but most people are under-oxygenated. They test you when you go into the doctor. It's not even an accurate test. We're not breathing in, you know, fresh oxygen is very high. There's so many people on CPAP machines. That has to do with overweight, bad eating, even, I mean, the nose can be impaired too. But getting oxygen into the body is so important to stay healthy. It moistens oxygen for breathing. It helps with the lungs. And we're in lung season now, so we have to be breathing more water. I keep a pitcher on my counter. I also have liquid minerals that I add to it, a little bit of sea salt. We need it more than you know. So here's some other considerations for beating pain naturally is increasing omega-3s. You can take a fish oil or, you know, a cod liver oil, or you can have like the chia seeds, the flax seeds, those will get into those smoothies too. There's other really good plant-based omega-3s. Taking digestive and mechanical enzymes, huge. So I talk to people about that one-on-one when I coach them. I talk about it in the C.R.EED program. Vitamin C, the #1 antioxidant we need. And we need a vitamin C that goes beyond. The emergency is not a vitamin C. I mean, you're not getting, you need one that's absorbed by your cells. It does a lot of work. We have so much oxidative stress. You need a liposomal or you need a lipospheric that penetrates the cell really well. And then ozone therapy, excellent. You can contact me for that right here locally. The best therapist, I actually had an ozone IV. It will localize and kill pain very quickly. It's excellent. So, so this is for people watching this replay. I have another reset before the holidays. It's the best time for you to get an energy reset to gain healthy tools and navigate holiday traps. There's tons of holiday health traps. And to gently detox a body and get those tools so you know and have confidence that you can do it at any time. I invite you to check out my C.R.EED Health program. If you're watching this and you've already been involved, I encourage you to share with other people. It's really the most comprehensive 5-day program, just easy steps. You get so much just to help you feel like you're able to be in control with that empowerment, really a new reverence for food. That's part of what all that I do with my bioenergetic cooking and coming out, and just a vision of empowered health for yourself. And that's where we're going. It starts November the 15th, Sunday. It ends on the 19th, Thursday. It's just 1 hour Zoom call, but you get so much information sent to you. You get videos of how to, and just, it's about never giving up. You know, after 50, things change huge. And I talk about that, but I'm 56 and there's never giving up. I remember my auntie telling me that, oh, you're just going to gain weight after 40. And I just didn't believe that. So, so really here, the C.R.EED, it stands for confidence and, you know, compassion with yourself and getting more creativity in the kitchen, dealing with real food and real health, understanding they are connected, understanding how to get more energy in your body, what it really comes from, real cellular energy, that empowerment that we all need, and then understanding a detox is not about just deprivation. It's delicious, never deprived. We're self-nourishing and we're not talking about diet. So I encourage you to check that out. It is on my website and it's fabulous. And then, you know, if you haven't already followed me on Instagram, I do a lot of storyboard stuff. People like that. I do copy it to Facebook. I'm on there as KK's Fit Kitchen, or my name, Kimberly Knox. So I thank you guys. I thank you for tuning in. So let's check what's on the stove because it is ready. So what you want is just, it's right before it boiling is what you want. You want it to be steeping and beautiful and just warm enough to enjoy. That's delicious. So you're gonna taste the, you're gonna taste and see the turmeric. It's a little browner. I made a little more so I can enjoy it really well here. And the little pieces of the ginger root, they'll settle to the bottom. Don't worry about it, just chew on them. So we're gonna put in some cinnamon. I have cinnamon sticks in there. Just get fun. The buckwheat honey is the highest form of antioxidant honey. You're gonna pay triple for Manuka honey. You get the same result with buckwheat honey. The antioxidant load is amazing. You do not cook with honey, you use it raw. It's still sugar, but it's high antioxidant sugar. It has all the nutrients that the body knows and recognizes. I'm not making any great designs. Oh, that's how you do it, huh? So I'm going to be enjoying this. Cheers. What was in there? Oh, I think I had something in the mug. I got a little piece, a little chunk. It's so tasty, it's so creamy, and this is a great way for you, and it's warm. Our tummies need something warm. It helps with digestive fire, it just helps us feel good. I'm gonna go enjoy this, and I'm going to, let me just stop the recording here. So thanks everyone for tuning in.